and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. I think we're up to episode 8 now, so it's going pretty quick. Yeah, so we're back today with another video against Arsenal and Wolves, and also an update on a few of the transfers I spoke about in my last video, episode 7. I will leave a link in this video for that one, and we're going to be checking out if we were able to get that keeper I was speaking about. But before we get into anything, I'd just like to say a big thank you to all the people who have watched my videos in the last couple of days and all my new subscribers. Thank you to subscribing to the channel, and thank you for viewing my videos. If you are new here, and this is your first time watching my videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the little bell to it, and that will tell you next time I upload a video. But you can also then go back and watch the series from episode 1. Okay, so like I said, today we're playing against Arsenal. So we're pretty even. This is the third game of the season now and it's second season with Newcastle United, and we're wanting to get into that Champions League spot. So we have been spending quite a lot of money in the transfer window, and we've got a lot of players in, and a lot of good quality players in. Our first game we played pretty well. Second game we didn't do too good, and we lost against Bournemouth. But we're up against Arsenal today, who are in the same run of form. Obviously, Arsenal are going to be favourites, because it's Arsenal. I mean, I don't really think so. Arsenal haven't been that good over the last couple of years, but nevertheless, to say they are favourites. We are at home, so that should give us advantage, but we'll just have to see how it goes. So we'll just get on with picking the team. So this is the team I'm going to go with today. I have changed the formation. I got a formation off the Steam Workshop. It's the perfection of Klopp. So it's sort of Klopp's way he uses Liverpool, and I thought it'd be good, given that the players we've got at the moment and the players that are yet to come in before the transfer window ends will suit that formation, and it has worked. I've tested it in another Football Manager game with this, just a copy of this system, and it was working pretty well. So we are going to leave the squad just as it is. I don't know why Longstaff is in there, but I guess he's been called back off loan. Oh, it's Matty Longstaff. Sorry, Sean Longstaff's out on loan. Right, we're going to change that bit. We're not going to play Matty Longstaff. I thought that was Sean Longstaff for a second, but yeah, we're definitely not going to pay him. We might put in. Let's see who we could put in. We'll put in James Rodriguez, and we'll take Dembele off the subs bench, and we'll put on Max Aarons. Now, he's one of our new signings. I got him from Norwich for 20 million, I think, and I think it goes up to 40 million, which for a 20-year-old is a no-brainer, really. And I mean, he's valued at 34 million at the moment, so I thought it was a good little buy for us to get him that cheap, and he wanted to leave. He was unhappy. They didn't offer him a new contract, and he wanted to leave. Situation is with the keeper at the moment, we're still hunting, and we're still looking for a keeper. The keeper I wanted, we are sort of we're negotiating at the moment with them, so we'll see later in the episode whether we get him or not. But it's looking good at the moment, but I'm not going to say 100% whether we're going to get him or not until he's signed in the dotted line and he's part of Newcastle United. So let's get into the match then. So like I say, we're just going to have it like that. We have to obviously give Max Aarons a new number. I'm thinking we might go for number 23. Actually, we'll go for number 2. Because he's a sort of defender, number 2. I think no, not Evra. I don't know whether it was Evra Ferdinand at Manchester United was number 2. I think Evra was 3, but we'll go for number 2 with Max Aarons. Oh, that is loud. I left my volume turned all the way up. Do apologise there. I left my volume turned all the way up. Sorry about that. Right, so we'll see how they've lined up against us. So as you've seen, that was our squad. So they've got obviously Lacazette up front. They did sign Depay in the save. They got Pepe, Torreira, Ozil, Stefan de Vrij and Bellerin, and then Bernd Leno on the bench. They've got Thiago Almdella on the bench as well, and they've got Gary Indy, Martinelli, David Luiz, and Nathan Miles. We've got Matty Longstaff, we've got Tete, Draxler, Aarons, and Lascelles. I'm not looking to do many subs today, obviously, unless we get injured, but I can't see it happening. So let's get into the match. I'm going to tell him to prove a point out there, because the last game we were shocking, so we definitely want to change that. and we want to make sure we're winning this game. I mean, with the firepower, we should do. But definitely we should be making an improvement on last game because we were pretty awful. So we're going to kick off now, and I'm hoping get a 3-pointer here, and we should be all right. I mean, I'm hoping so, but you never know. You never know at Football Manager. It can go either way. You don't know. You can have the best team, you can still lose against like Tranmere or Oldham or someone like that. You could always lose against anyone like that, so you never know. So we're gonna see how we're gonna get in on. We're about 30 minutes in, and it's pretty even. We're defending quite well. Ben Chilwell picks it up. I mean, he's been quality since I got him, Ben Chilwell. But I mean, I know I paid 50 million for him, but even in like real life, the figures they talk about for him are quite high. So I think what I pay for him is reasonable from Leicester. So I'll just have to see. So Lacazette's just packed it up. I mean, look how many players we've got back. So we are defending better and we're getting players back. This formation plays quite well. Klopp's formation. I don't know who. I'll try and leave a link. Oh, they've just scored. Yeah, a bit of a eat my own words there. But yeah, I'll try and I'll leave a link to the formation in the description down below. So if you want to use it, probably at the moment you probably don't want to use it because it's shit. I'm just conceded, but yeah, it's quite good and it works for a lot of teams, especially if you want to do that sort of possession based sort of attacking. It's pretty decent for that. So we're just 1-0 down at the moment against Arsenal. We haven't really done much. I mean, it's a bit shit, but Luis Felipe is looking a bit error prone, so he might. I don't know. He's not done as well as I thought he would do. I know we're only 2 games in, but he's not done what I thought he would have done if considering how much we paid for him. And we did pay quite a lot for him, so I would have thought he would have played a little bit better. But I am just going to tell him to demand more at the moment because I think we should be at least drawing. I should be back in the game by now. And we just picked it up. Oh, Zaha, first goal of the season, first goal for Newcastle United, and he scores. And we're back on level terms with Arsenal at home. That's a good little setup there. Chilwell throws it in. Zaha picks it up after and shoots belter. And I got him really cheap. I think it was just under 40 million because Crystal Palace have been relegated. They didn't queer the offer or anything like that. They accepted and he accepted the contract straight away. I think it was 4 or 5 years. And he's worth every penny at the moment. I know he's only scored 1, but he has been playing well in other matches that we played. Delafeu, Barbosa, oh my god, 2-0. 2 quick succession goals. And we're 2-1 up against Arsenal. Wow. We're up to 7th at the moment. I know that conceding that first goal wasn't the best by Lacazette scoring, but we've pulled it back and they are really good counter-attacking goals. And Arsenal, they can't defend against us, especially when we get that ball in the final third. We're having them, so I'm not going to touch anything. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Let us see how we get on, and see how we go. Because this is looking good at the moment. I don't want to jinx anything, but we're 2-1 up at home against Arsenal, and yeah, I mean they're and they're saved. They're in contention for a Champions League spot. So for us to be 2-1 up, happy days. So as I say, I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to tell him I'm happy with the performance. Keep it going. I don't want to wreck anything. I don't want to upset the vibe that they've got, and just keep it going. So the second half just kicking off now, and yeah, we're 2-1 up. I'm pretty shocked. I don't really know what to say. I didn't think we would be 2-1 up. I would have thought we'd be drawing at least or something like that. But them 2 goals by Barbosa and Zaha. I mean, Barbosa's really he's a centre forward, but he's on the wing, and I think that suits him a little bit better. Oh, Delafeu! So we just kicked off. Well, we don't just kick off. About 55 minutes on the clock, and we just scored a third. 3-1 at home against Arsenal. Delafeu, who I picked up last season for under 30 million as well. A pretty bargain, I think, considering his stature in the game. And he just walked it into the back of the net. Some shitty defending by Bellerin. I don't know what he was doing. And we're 3-1 up at home against Arsenal, and that last game against Bournemouth now is looking like a distant memory. And they've just swapped their formation. I don't know if you've seen it down here. They just swapped their formation a little bit. I think they're going a little bit more tighter at the back, but who cares? We're 3-1 up. I mean, even if we don't score another goal, we're still up there. So I'm really, really happy. Let's see if we can get a fourth. Oh, Barbosa off the fence. Oh yeah, he's picked up Leno. We're having him. We're having him. We're definitely more attacking with this formation. I tell you, I didn't expect it to be this good, but we're definitely playing a lot better. And I don't know what to say. I'm really stuck for words with it. I mean, look at the average rating. I mean, even Luis Felipe, who we were signalled to take off, he's playing quite well now. I'm just going to pause the game there a little second. I'm going to make a substitution. I'm going to take off Denzel Dumfries, all right, back and put on Max Aarons just because he's looking a bit knackered. And I might even throw in Matty Longstaff just for the last couple of minutes. Take off James Rodriguez because he's looking a bit knackered. I don't think he was playing that well, to be fair, but we'll just make them 2 subs. If it's made on time, I don't know, but wow, what a game. 3-1 against Arsenal. And we're hunting for another one here. Deulofeu's got it passed on by Zaha, passed back to Phillips. Oh, Barbosa there was running off across the back line. If we could just keep this now, we've got 8 minutes till full time plus extra time, and that'll be a 3-1 decent win again. Oh, we've just picked up Deulofeu's got it. He's attacking. Is he going to shoot? Is he going to score? Yes, he has. 4-1, Deulofeu's second goal of the game, all on his own there. Picked up behind the halfway line and just ran through Arsenal's defence. Just look at it here. He picks it up, shit defended by Bellerin, and he's unstoppable. Hits it right through, bottom right hand corner, past the keeper, and we're 4-1 up at home against Arsenal. And do we want to change the tactical? No, we do not, because we want to keep this the same as we are going at the moment. We're 4-1 up, we're not touching anything, we're not changing anything, we're keeping it exactly the same. So just waiting for them subs to kick in at me. I don't really think they are, but they might do. Well, no, yeah, them subs are made, they're not going to happen. Wow, so 4-1 against Arsenal at home. It's moved up into 7th. We've brought down that goal difference after that defeat. We're on 6 points out of 2 games, 2 wins, 1 defeat. Look at how many shots we had. We had 24 shots, 12 on target. We had less possession, but we had 2 clear-cut chances, and 2 of them we bagged in the back of the net. Arsenal, they had 5 shots, 4 on target, 53% possession. They scored 1 goal. We absolutely had them in this match. Absolutely took them to the cleaners. And I'm just going to tell them happy with that. That is what a game. Happy days. I mean, yeah, that was a quality game. Wow, 4-1. Deulofeu man the match. I can't believe how cheap I got him in the beginning. I mean, from Watford. I know obviously he scored less. I mean, well, you never know. He could score another 6 goals and get 12 and 37. But what a guy. What a guy. Quality player. So that was the first match. 4-1 against Arsenal. And what can I say? That is a quality game. We played really well there. I'm just going to run through a few of the transfers I've been able to get in. So, as I said, I did get in Max Aarons, and I thought it was 40 million, but it's actually 52. So that's with add-ons and stuff like that. So it's 20 million up front, and then potential is 52 in total add-ons. I have been able to get a few other players out the door, like obviously Dwight Gale and Sean Longstaff on loan. And I also am trying to get out a winger, if I can remember his name, Jacob Murphy. Now, there is a few bids in for him. As you can see, Gen and Stanley Asia offering about 4.9 million. I know he's only 25, he is worth 7.5, but I do just want him out of the club. So we'll just have a look at them offers while we're here, and we'll see if we can get like an add-on clause at the end. So if they sell him on, do we get like a little bit of money extra? And no, they're sort of thing. I mean, they are asking for wage contributions, but given how much money we have in the bank, I'm not really asked about that, and I don't think anyone else would. So we'll just accept all them offers, and then he can go wherever he wants then, and then he can just do whatever he wants. So yeah, so first match, 4-1 winners against Arsenal at home, St James's Park, and we are on fire. So the next game is Wolves in this video. So I will see you at that game, and we'll see how we get on. And also, we'll see if we can get our mystery keeper in the starting lineup. All right, guys, I'll see you at that part. Right, so we're just coming up to the Wolves game, and I thought I'd run through the transfers that I've been able to get in, and also the keeper I was speaking about in last episode, and also this one. As you can see, he's right down here in the left-hand corner, all the way from AC Milan. Yes, we've got their highly rated 21-year-old, and surprisingly, he was actually listed by AC Milan for 88 million. So I just put a bid in for him and got him straight away. So pretty good deal, really. I mean, you think about it, he's only 21, 88 million, and definitely if we get we could get like 15 years out of one keeper in the game. So I'm absolutely ecstatic about it. I know it's a big bit of money, but considering when money isn't an option, it doesn't really make no difference. Also, a little bit of a twist on transfer deadline day. I managed to send Joe Linton out on loan to FC Copenhagen, and then Manchester City came in for bid for Nastasic, 25.5 million, as you can see down here. And then I thought, right, so we've sold him. We're gonna need it. We're gonna need a centre defender because he's obviously he's our best one. And I did see in the paper a few days ago, well, not in the paper, sorry, I should say, on the Sky Sports app that a few clubs were linked with this guy from RB Leipzig, like United, Chelsea, your top six. And I managed to get him for 86 million quid. First offer, they accepted it. And they were, I think the regions were about 80 to 100. So to get him for 86, I thought was really good. I mean, he is highly rated. With a lot of clubs. So to get him for what I did, it's quite cheap considering Harry Maguire went for 80 million and this guy went for 86. So he is technically the world's most expensive defender. So, and he's at Newcastle United, so that's pretty good. One other player I didn't manage to get rid of is Jacob Murphy. He's on the boat now, all the way to AA Ghent for 4.9 million, and we slipped in a little 25% selling clause. And also Dubravka, as we've got a keeper, we don't need to, and he's off to Shakhtar. So pretty good dealings, I reckon. We have spent quite a lot of money, but we've also, I mean, we spent 300 million because it works out perfectly. 367 to 67 million in, so we worked out perfectly. Now, a little bit of extra news for us is we have managed to earn ourselves, I think it's going to come up, because I did see it the other day that they were going to offer me something, and I don't know where it's gone. Oh wait, let's go back. I don't think it's there. Oh no, it's gone. It was there before. They were going to expand the stadium, and no, it's gone. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know what happened, and it was there, and now it's for some reason disappeared. I do not know what's happening. Basically it came up before that they were going to extend the stadium, but now it seems to be not on there. I don't know. Maybe when I've reloaded the game, it's not come up. But hey, so we'll just get on to the main event now, which is obviously the match against Wolverhampton Wanderers, who are sitting 8th in the table at the moment. So what we're going to do, obviously, we're going to put our new defender on, our new keeper. There's no other way we're not going to play him. So we'll put them two on. We're going to change Barbosa and Zaha around because I think Zaha can get a lot better on a wing. We're going to put Hogma on the bench for Lascelles, and then also I'm going to play Carvel as well on the bench for Julian Draxler. So we'll put them two on and we'll get into the match. I'm going to stick with attacking mentality with this because I think against Wolves they're quite attacking. So we sort of peg that up against them. It might work out in our favour, but we never know. So obviously Wolves have gone for Jimenez, Diego Jota, Torre, Dendoncker, Neves, and obviously the standing back four and Patricio in net. I'm hoping we can get a decent result today because we need one. I'm just going to tell them to go out there and give the fans the money worth, the old saying. show some passion, as everyone does in the game, and all the memes are about. I think if we get a win here, it'll put us in good stead for the rest of the season against Wolves, because Wolves are our sort of main competitors for that Champions League spot. So I think if we can get a result against them this early on in the season, it might push us forward, because they've won 3 and lost 2. I think we're sort of on the same terms, so we're sort of even pegging at the moment. So we'll have to see how we get on. But we've got a corner here, Delafeu in. Oh, straight to keeper. Oh, picks it up. And who was that? I think that was Zaha. Yeah, it was Zaha. So putting him there has already bared a few fruits at the moment, because he's our first person to get a shot. And I think he works better on the wings instead of a striker. That's just my own personal opinion. I do think he works a lot better as a winger than a striker, because I think that's his preferred position. But that's just my own opinion with it. But we're not doing too bad so far. We've had 6 shots, 2 on target. They haven't had any shots, but they have got more possession of the ball. So obviously, when we have it, we need to make it count. And I think we will. Delafeu's just picked it up, but he's got it. Will he cross it? Will he pass it? No, he hasn't. He shoots out the net. Just tipped over by Patricio. So we're not doing too bad here. And it's a full house again. Rocking. Whips it in. A new defender picks it up. And Packer. Oh, nah. Yeah. So Aaron's picks it up. And yeah. So just passing it around. And I like the way we're playing at the moment. We've got a mixture of very good players in the squad. And I think they're all starting to gel. And Delafeu, since the beginning of the season, has been on fire. I think he's up to 6 goals, 4 assists so far this season, and we're only like 4 games in. So he is playing really well, and I want to keep him that way, because I think he could be a really top player for us, and a really key player, should I say, this season, especially getting into that Champions League spot, because that is the bare minimum. I don't want Europa League. We tried that last season and it failed. We weren't good enough. We have invested a lot of money in key positions, and I want that Champions League spot, because I think we deserve it. And especially because they're... Oh, Zaha! Buzzing. 1-0 up. Zaha, 3rd goal of the season. Well, that was a good set piece, by anything. Delafeu just pips it over. Zaha picks it up, left-footed, into the bottom corner. Boom. 1-0. We're coming up to 30 minutes now. I'm a 1-0 up. So I am just going to do it a little bit. I'm just going to sound sure a bit passionate. I want the same and keep going, because there's nothing really much showing from Wolves at the moment. And we're sort of winning in every area, except for possession. But who needs possession when you're winning 1-0 and you've got more shots on target? So I'm not really that bothered. As you can see, I mean, our heat map, they're trying to get down the wing. We're obviously playing it through the middle. So 1-0 up. We've had 18 shots, 6 on target, and 47% possession, compared to Wolves, obviously 53, 2 shots on target and 4 shots. So we're not doing too bad, but we can do better. So I want more goals in the second half. So I'm going to tell them I'm happy with the performance, but obviously I don't want to slack. I want more goals, and we'll just get into the second half straight away. There's no point in messing around or pissing about. We'll just get straight into it. Neves. Now, I looked at Ruben Neves, but they want stupid money for him. Because at the time, I think I was looking at Ruben Neves and Calvin Phillips. But with Neves, you know you're going to pay ridiculous money for him just because of where he is. He's Portuguese, and we've just scored. Luis Felipe gets his first goal for Newcastle United. What a goal it is. So Grealish there crosses it in, and no one's marking him. He just gets a free header on it. Patricio doesn't have nothing to do with that. Can't get to it. That's it. 2 goals from set pieces now with Wolves, against Wolves. And we're playing really good. I think getting a new defender and a new keeper, well, should I say, getting a new defender and new keeper who are, well, one keeper is the world star, and obviously the centre-back could be a world star, but I think that's done us the world of good. We've got a decent back line now, decent midfield, decent attacking, and a decent keeper. All areas of the pitch are really good quality. And then we've also got not the best depth, but we've got a lot of young players who will turn good, and a few old heads in there. So we've got a decent squad Now, obviously, when we get in that Champions League spot next season, that will change because obviously we'll have more games, but we can invest then. And depending on how we do this season, no know what stupid money they'll give us in the transfer window. Maybe near Christmas we could get a few players in, or obviously in the summer we'll get a few players in and see what we can do. But yeah, I mean, I'm really happy at the moment. 2-0 up against Wolves at home. We're playing really well. I am just going to make a quick substitution. I'm going to take off Ben Chilwell because he's looking a bit knackered. He's on 75% and he's on a yellow card. I'm going to put Dumfries on because I don't have a left back on the bench. And then I'm also going to take off Wilfried Zaha. Even though he's playing well, I want to keep him fit. So I'll put Justin Calvel on. And we'll just leave it for that for now. And I'm also going to bring on a centre-back later on. Just for maybe Luis Felipe or our new centre-back. Just depending next... Maybe the 80th minute I'll have a look at it, see how they're doing. But yeah, I'm really happy. 2-0 up at home against Wolves, who are sort of our main competitors at the moment. So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to make that substitution now because he's dropped down a bit. So we'll take him off and I'll put in our young lad on, Hogma, and see how he gets on for the last 10 minutes. He is quite alright. I mean, he's 3.5 stars, could get 3. Solid, and he's only 22, so he's sort of a rotation player, but he's decent quality. So we'll just see how he gets on. So they've got a set pick, they've got a corner here. Nothing really came of it. Neves picks it up. There's always things with him. And he's just scored. Well, no, I don't think it actually. I think we're going to rule it as offside. I think then Donker hit it, which made it offside when Neves hit it. And that's what you've always got to look out for Neves. He's like Paul Scholes. He hits him from outside the box. I think if the Donker didn't get to that then, that would have been a goal for them. But who cares? It's offside. Look, I've just noticed something. We've had 27 shots. 8 on target. That is crazy. Real crazy figures. Right, so 2-0 against Wolves. Really good match. We really played it. We played well. And the two new signings played well. Our keeper got 7 rating. And I think our centre-back got about 6 something. Well, he got 7 as well. So 2 new players in the first game. So we're currently sitting just outside the automatic Europa League spots and 9 points. So we're only 1 point really off top 4, off 4th spot where Manchester United are currently at the moment. So we're not doing too bad, but I don't want to be just fighting for that. I want to be in there at least. I want to be a couple of points clear by the time we get to like March or April. But obviously that's a bit away yet. But yeah, I mean we're not doing too bad. So let's have a look at what's come up. So I'm just going to tell these lads they played really well. That the keeper as well. Really well. I think they said there. So he keeps a clean sheet on his debut. He got a rousing ovation by the supporters. That went entangled by excitement around the club to see that new man in action for the first time, and he certainly did deliver, especially with the 2 new centre backs as well. So let's have a look at the schedule. What we've got coming up. We currently are here with Wolves, which we've won 2-0. Obviously we've got the Norwich game, the Carabao Cup. I might throw that in the next video, but definitely Chelsea and City because I think they'll be good games, and obviously we'll save Manchester United and Liverpool till after that. But yeah, definitely Chelsea and City and Norwich. They'll be good matches. Yeah, so that's the end of today's video. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm hoping to get 10 likes in this video, so if you give it a like so I can get to 10, that'd be fantastic. And also, if it is your first time on my channel watching my videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and go and check out the beginning of this series. And also, just to hit subscribe really helps me grow. Alright, cheers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.